Wait Games here. I wanted to make a game room tour for my channel because the game room finally, after getting this house and renovating and putting a lot of work into the rooms, is finally in a state that I've wanted to show on the YouTube channel. Still a lot of work to go, some decisions I need to make, and some upgrades to the room I want to do eventually. So this is a like 80% complete, but it's enough to show. I've got it all cleaned up in there, so let's go take a look. First thing you probably notice when walking into this room is all the Vancouver Canucks hockey stuff. This room is a dual purpose room. It's my game room and it's my wife's Canucks cave to watch games in and stuff. I guess I'll just start on the left side of the room and just go around in a big circle and show everything off. Lots of Canucks stuff hanging off the walls and stickers and that kind of stuff. For my modern gaming and movie watching, I have this tripod set up with a projector screen. There's some Blue Jay stuff as well. It's both of our hockey team. And projector set up over here for the more modern consoles. My PS4 and Switch are both upstairs, so the kids and my wife can use them. They're not in the game room yet. Now, I'm undecided if I want to replace the projector setup, which I usually store in my closet when I'm not using it, but I wanted to have it set up for the video. I need to decide if I want to invest in a really nice gaming projector with a low input lag, or just get a classic, 50-inch LCD television down here. I'm undecided at the moment because I really like the projector idea, and with the more high-end gaming projectors, you can get some really good quality images on them, and it's just neat because it's you can get up well over 100 inches on the newer projectors and stuff. All right, so that's for modern gaming and stuff. Let's just keep moving right in here. I just installed this top shelf. It's actually two shelves to hold all my video game boxes that I've kept. I sold a bunch off on eBay that I just didn't really have room for and weren't as important to me as the ones that I've kept here. So these poor video game boxes used to be in two big tubs that my little TV was propped up on. And I'd always wanted to have a place to display them, so that's my latest addition to the room, is finally having them all on display. Nice Dragon Ball Z poster there. One of my favorite anime. At least until the Buu Saga, then it's pretty mediocre. All my consoles are on the center rack here. I used this wire shelving unit because it gives a lot of airflow to the system, so nothing would overheat. And you can just keep adding layers and tiers to it, so it's pretty easy to use. My mom uses these all the time, and so I snagged the same kind. Plus, it's got some other utility. I use these little hooks to hang light guns. So I've got my Sega Saturn light guns and my Hip Gear PS2 light gun, and my Newbie Enforcer PlayStation 1 light gun. A cool thing about the Hip Gear is it was a package deal with Resident Evil Dead Aim. I don't have the box that would complete that package, but I do have the game and this cool force feedback light gun. It also has recoil and stuff, just like Time Crisis Arcade. Love that thing. So let's go over what consoles I've got right now. I've separated them by generation and by brand, more or less. So the top shelf is all Sega. So I got my Sega Genesis. It's a Japanese Sega Saturn, but with that action replay, I can play North American games as well. I bought it for House of the Dead, hence the two light guns, and I also play quite a bit of Virtual Cop as well. I love light gun games. Sega Genesis, or sorry, Sega Dreamcast. It's a classic console that was ahead of its time. I love that thing. I don't have a huge collection of games for it if you've seen my Sega video, but it's a really important console in my collection. Next on to the Nintendo stuff. The NES, SNES, and my gold N64. And then we've got the PlayStation 1, the Wii, and the GameCube. It was a cord length issue that made the PlayStation kind of break the sequence that I had with like Nintendo, and then jumping to different consoles and generations. The GameCube cord where I have it plugged in couldn't quite reach, sitting on the left side, so I had to swap them, and it kind of threw off the thing, but whatever. And then I've got my PlayStation 2, the fat version, and my original Xbox that I got for Christmas when I was a kid. Here's the box. And I got my sister to paint that kind of like Warthog A10 style face on there, which I thought was so cool. But now it's so nostalgic to me, I couldn't bring myself to clean it off. And every console is all hooked up with these two switches. So I have two cables running to the TV from both the switch boxes, and then it's just a matter of pressing the button that corresponds to the system and putting it on the TV. Works great. I'm not the greatest at cable management, but I've got the cable management down pretty good on this setup. Down here is just miscellaneous storage and controllers. Okay. Got some Sega, Super Nintendo, was that a Wii, NES, all the analog free controllers. And I've got my PlayStation, Wiimotes and stuff in this one. And I'm going to do a video on this. But I just found this neat guy, an Assy Grip at Value Village. And I thought it was like a massage chair controller or something. But it's actually a PlayStation 1 one-handed controller. Get your X in your circle and shoulder buttons, and yeah, it's I did a little research on it. It's made for amputees or people only have use of one hand, or story-driven games like RPGs and stuff. This would be fine. I wouldn't try many action games with it, but that's a neat thing. It's probably my most unique controller. Next up is all my analog stuff. PlayStation 3, original Xbox, Xbox 360. See some N64 controllers in there and that kind of stuff. On the bottom here, power cords, miscellaneous cords that aren't hooked up right now, but for when I find spare systems and stuff. And these three is all junk, D&D stuff, tiles, empty game cases, you name it, it's crammed in there. Here is my CRT at the moment. My Oculus Quest box there. And two teddy bears my wife won me a claw machine. And another Xbox 360 that I play on this TV when I want to do the CRT Xbox 360 experience. I don't have a lot of cable management going on right now for this area, but I'm going to do something else here, have some more storage down here, maybe kind of like these guys in the future, so it'll hide some of that. CRT is just a generic Memorex with a VHS, which goes with my VHS movies, and got the aftermarket Wii sensor on top. It says for Wii U, but it works on the Wii. Some more light guns, zapper, of course, and then these Wii handguns that double as nunchucks. Got all the buttons and analog controller. I love these guys, and I found both of them at separate garage sales, so I'm happy to have two of those. Let's quickly go over what boxes I've got for consoles here. Nintendo 64. It's not original from when I was a kid. A buddy of mine was moving and selling a bunch of old stuff in his basement, and I dug this out and was very happy to get a box of that. The Wii U is still in here, the Zelda Wind Waker Wii U edition there. And my Zelda 2DS XL box as well. And all my classic consoles. Sony PlayStation Classic, NES Classic, SNES Classic, Classic Genesis. Oh, sorry, the light from there is really not doing magic on the camera here. My Nintendo Switch box. 2DS box there, the Super Mario Bros. 2 version. It's pretty sun-faded, but my original Xbox box, it was an important one for me to get. And, or to keep rather. And my PlayStation 4 box. The first time I got a PS4 was when the Spider-Man came out. Just after our wedding, we each took a chunk of money for ourselves to buy something, nice that, wasn't just going to marriage stuff, and that's what I got with mine. We'll go up top here for my Amiibo collection. I don't really collect these anymore, but I was really keen on getting all these when I got the Switch, especially for the Zelda-themed ones, because I was big into Breath of the Wild, and they all give you pretty cool chests and stuff. I've made them look sealed, but some of these are actually cut open so I could get the Amiibos out, and I put them back in for display. Got the Guardian there, Detective Pikachu is just too funny, and then Super Mario Odyssey, and Praise the Sun, gotta have that one. Yeah, I don't really buy them anymore, but those are hanging there for now. All my disc-based console, the DVD style cases go on this wall. Original Xbox on top, then Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, GameCube, Wii, and Wii U is all on this shelf. And then I've got more space for the collection to expand. Since they're in camera right now, we'll go over these guys. These are all full of, those two have consoles in them. The top one is an Atari, and the bottom one is a PlayStation 1 with the screen for when I'm on the go. I'll just grab that whole case and grab a game I'm interested in playing, and when I want to go on the game on the go, I'll grab that. PlayStation controllers in that one. Below it, Nintendo. VHS of E.T. that won't fit on the shelf. Let's see what else I got in these. It's Xbox on top there. On my GameCube controllers. And then 4 Sega Dreamcast controllers for if I ever get 4 people in here. Going up. I tried to put all my older generation stuff on this wall, plus my handhelds. NES. All my PlayStation 1 stuff. Stuff to go with that Atari. The Super Nintendo. Some of my box N64 stuff. Probably my next video is of my N64 collection. Games there. Those are some demo discs from Xbox Magazine. Didn't know where to put them. For now, my DS and 3DS collection. Not much on the DS, but I don't play it often, and I just wanted the games that I really loved from when I was a kid. And a bunch of these 3DS games are sealed still. I don't plan on keeping them that way, but whenever I get to the games eventually, I'll open them. Shoppers was clearing out all of their 3DS stuff for $9.99 a game, so I went to every Shoppers in my city and cleared them out. I didn't purchase any to sell. I left a lot of Pokemons and stuff because I wanted other people to get the good game deals as well. I just grabbed what I didn't have. That's how I roll. My Nintendo Switch stuff. All my Sega stuff. Hopefully it'll expand more than just, one frame of a camera eventually, but there's not a ton of more games that I'm eager to get for it. My overflow on my newer PC stuff, like XP era, anything that was in the plastic cases or the DVD cases, I've just shoved over here for now. My PSP stuff, my PSP movies, Vita. I have a very selective VHS collection right now. I'm still looking for the other Ninja Turtles. And The Evil Dead and Army Darknesses, I hope to find at thrift stores eventually. But I really wanted this original Star Wars trilogy on VHS because it's the last unaltered version of the films. No ridiculous CGI or weird singing at the bar from the first movie. No ghosts from the prequels in it. It's just um, the original Star Wars trilogy in its original way, and that's the way I watched it as a kid, and that's the way I think it should be, and that's the way I'm going to try and get my kids to watch it. Big old basket of all my handheld stuff. I don't really have a good place to put it right now, so it's in there. My Game Boy stuff on these little shelves that I built, and some DS stuff as well. I didn't know where to put this poster for StarCraft 2, but I like it, so that's where that went. And an ottoman that doubles as a alcohol storage. I don't drink often, but I like to have stuff on hand whenever I want to make a mixed drink on a hot day or something. Moving up to my bookshelves. This looks emptier than it usually is. I've lent out a big chunk of my Demon Slayer manga to my niece because she was interested in the show, so she's still reading through those. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it. Doro. It's really good. The show's on Netflix as well. Doro. Maybe that's how you pronounce it. My favorite anime / manga of all time, Berserk. I'm slowly accumulating these big ass tomes. There's like 11 of them. They're like 65 Canadian plus each. So it's a slow burn. I've read all of it online, so I'll get them when I get them. All my pen and paper RPGs are up here. Last Days is like a miniature zombie game that you can use any miniature for. It's a neat system. My 5th edition D&D stuff. My Flames of War books. It's a World War II miniatures game. Other book type stuff on this shelf. My hockey cards. I'm not a big hockey fan. Like the hockey stuff is my wife's in this room mostly, but I love collecting cards, and we combined the interests, and we're after hockey cards together, and it's a fun little time we had building up this this binder here, which is Upper Deck Series 1. What are the years? Oh my god. What year is this? I can't recall. It's not important. And then I really like the Tim Hortons trading card binders when they come out. My video game novels currently. I have a couple out right now that I'm reading, but old StarCraft and Diablo ones were big reads for me as a kid. And I'm slowly building up an entire collection of these Halo books because I want to get the whole set. Got some strategy guides here. And my gaming magazines. I just picked up this entire 2001 year, still sealed. I don't care to keep them sealed, so I've been opening them and reading them at a thrift store for $3 a piece. So I was super psyched to get those. And then my Xbox magazines there. I'm slowly trying to build back that collection. And below is just junk that I don't know where to put right now. My Flames of War stuff, and there's all the boxes there. There's my main board game collection. My 1080 Duke box up there for my computer. Battletech Zombies. I really liked the Twilight Creation Zombies board games as a kid. I was huge into zombies. Or teen, I should say. Trail at House on the Hill is a fantastic board game. Definitely worth checking out. It's a birthday gift I got from my bestie and my sister-in-law, and eventually we'll crack the plastic and get to that. Pandemic games, Summit. It's a mountain climbing type of board game. Doom the board game is super great. I played the heck out of it, so much so that we wore off all of the markings on the dice, so it's actually in an unplayable state right now until I get the dice replaced. And I love Resident Evil. So I did the complete backing for the Resident Evil 3 board game Kickstarter. So I got all the Resident Evil 3 board game stuff, and I'm only missing Manifestations of GB Files expansion for the Resident Evil 2 board game. super fantastic, really worth it. If you're a Resident Evil fan and you like miniature board games, it couldn't be better. Some more Canucks stuff. My signed Chekhov picture there from the original Star Trek. He was at the hotel I used to work at, and we got an autograph for him, which is super cool. Assorted handheld stuff, some remotes, and a knife for some reason. I don't know why it's in there. My buddy's Sega Game Gear that I eventually will get to recapping for him. All my Game Gear games are in there. I didn't really know where to put them. Lots of mobile and handheld charging cables and assorted stuff in there. Those are my Pokemon stuffies. I wanted the original starters and Pikachu, and that's it for my Pokemon stuffy stuff. My PS3, Xbox 360, there's the projector I was talking about. Signed Burroughs jersey. It's my wife's favorite player, and got that for her for a Christmas. Same with the Burroughs puck he signed as well. There's Finn. Hi, Finn. And the Fortnite Loot Llama my nephew gave me, which we all play Fortnite together a little bit, so I like that one. Next is my what do I call this? My computer corner, I guess. Start off with my current retro computer setup of things that are working and ready to go and play. Playing Doom 2 right now, or Diablo 2 right now. I've got my E-machines, Windows XP machine on the left there. I've done a video on that if you're more interested in that. I've actually made some upgrades, so I'll have to do a new video on it. But I got the X-Fi sound card in there, and this pretty cool front panel to control the audio, which back in the day I thought was really dope, and I still think it is today. It's my Dell Optiplex GX110. I am currently working on it. You can see it's not, I haven't closed it all the way. This bad boy's going in there. My Voodoo 2, 8 megabyte. It's going to be super sick for that era of games and get some glide going on. I'm just waiting for my 2D card to pair with it. I got a Matrix G200 8 megabyte card for all my 2D stuff. And Matrix has good DOS compatibility, so this will be my DOS and Windows 98 machine. Into the computer closet. It's also a closet. I've got all this stuff is all full of hard drives, video cards, power supplies, just there's RAM sticks in there. It's full of motherboards. It's got all sorts of stuff in this paper box there. A couple backup CRT monitors for the computer. Some more computer junk in those containers. My poor modern computer hiding underneath all the jackets. That's what got the NVIDIA 1080 in there. And my joystick on top. It's a bit of the least pretty part of the game room is definitely this closet area. My Secret Labs chair my wife got me from her for Christmas. Headset, monitor, my Razer gaming mouse and headset and stuff. I like the Razer products. I figured why not keep going for them. Guitar hiding back there that I do not know how to play. It's like my modding equipment storage is kind of on the shelf. Got my Hako or Hako, I never knew how to pronounce it. I've got the fan at the back there, my soldering iron, got a hot air gun, got a microscope with a screen, some controllers I'm working on for friends and family, an early LCD monitor for late, early 2000s type of gaming. Got an old IBM G41 monitor here. This is actually an empty case. It's for my next computer project. I'm not sure what I'm going to throw in it yet or what era I'm going to go for. but it was new old stock when I got it recently. I got it for $5, so it's in great condition. Philips CD drive, I just found it at the thrift store. My floppies and software are in this guy. I can get it open. Come on, you. So I got it backwards. Big old 5.5-inch floppies there for the, what is this, Omnicrom Conspiracy, which is very, there's a lot of people who'd agree that the Omnicrom is a conspiracy. I'm just joking. I don't really prescribe to any of that. I just like video games. Readable CDs, controller for the PC. More of my modding stuff. There's my static-free soldering pad. Parts for consoles, handhelds, computers. I got some Pentium 2s hiding in there. Cleaning stuff. Empty shells. Like this Game Boy is broken. I'm working on that. Just a bunch of junk and soldering stuff. Multimeter, soldering wick, flux, you name it. It's all in there for soldering and all that kind of stuff. All right, I've rambled on pretty freaking long, and it's going to be a miracle if anybody's watched till this point. But if you're still here, I appreciate you. And finally, all my DOS, CD-based, and Windows XP games. All the cardboard boxes and big boxes go up on this top shelf. And all the plastic ones, DVDs, go on that back wall like I was showing. I'm going to do a little video on all these beautiful DOS games I just picked up. Original Wing Commander, very cool Wolfenstein Spear of Destiny. Yeah, and all my PC big box stuff. It's slowly growing. I guess I will end this video because it's been almost 30 minutes since it's gone on. And like I said, I doubt anybody's been watching this far. But this has been a dream of mine for a long time to have a game room. Just like Angry Video Game Nerd back in the mid-2000s when I was watching him hardcore as a young teen, the wood paneling and everything, it's the style I've always wanted. So I couldn't have been more happy that the house had most of this already going on. I had to do the floors because they were all just bare plywood. That's a computer package I'm selling to a buddy. So he bought the case and the cases and a bunch of other stuff for Windows 95 machine. But yeah, I'm just ranting at this point. I really appreciate everyone's viewership, and I hope you enjoyed the tour of this game room I've got going on. It's been a lifelong dream to have one, and if you're after one, you'll get it eventually. Hang in there. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Everyone have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Shout out to Army Darkness. I love you.